Well, hello everybody. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Monday? I wanted to share something with you that I've been thinking about today. Don't have anything really prepared, but I had a great discussion with somebody about branding this morning, and kind of got my mind thinking that it might be something of value that I could share with others. Hopefully, you're having a great day on this Monday. Hopefully, you've got some plans for the upcoming weekend to get away with your family somewhere, even if it's just your family, just to get away from being closed in. And we're looking forward to a little time away ourselves. So looking forward to that. But hope you guys are doing good. Hopefully everything's going fine here. You can hear me okay. And this is coming through okay. It's been a while since I've done a live. And if you're on, I'd love to hear from you. And after I begin sharing about your brand's touch points, if you have any questions or any thoughts, I'd love to hear them and maybe open up for discussion or questions and things like that. Anyway, in the discussion I had this morning, we were talking about your brand's touch points. And a lot of people think whether you're a store or whether you are a brick and mortar, whether you're a church, whether you're a place that has a physical location, or whether everything you do is online, there are some things that you need to think about when it comes to your touch points, where you connect with clients, those places where you touch. That could be digital, it could be analog, could be real, could be in meetings, could be in events, could be in people walking through your store. But there are a lot of things that you need to think about when it comes to your touch points. And a lot of people don't think about these. They don't think about the customer journey to get to them. Or they don't think about, if you're a church, they don't think about how the people that are not familiar with your church, their journey to walk through your doors. Most people, at least as far as I know, maybe you know something differently, don't just simply drive past a church and decide, you know what, we're going to go inside. Maybe they do. That's awesome if they do, but it doesn't always happen. Usually if somebody's going to come to your church, they're going to do some checking you out. They're going to do some stalking on your social media. They're going to be looking at your website. And so for most people, they don't think about the first impressions being that far away from them physically coming through your doors. And so when it comes to being a storefront, when it comes to being a church, you need to think about touch points that aren't physical, that aren't just when they actually approach you and when they're there with you. For any kind of a storefront, what is your online presence like? When people come to your website, how clear is it to them that you are the solution to their problem? You are the solution to their need. You are the solution to wherever they are in their life, whether in their mind, in their spirit, in their physical needs, in their mental, spiritual needs, wherever they are, that you are the answer to that problem, that you are a place for them to be. And so if you're a business, you need to be clear on what kind of things you carry, what kind of things you do, what kind of things you even don't do. Sometimes that's even important to be clear on. If you're a specialist in a certain area, you know, I fix this, I don't fix that. I solve these problems, but I don't solve these problems. And that's, some people might think that's restrictive, but it's actually good for your business. If you are a coach, you need to be clear. You are not a therapist, because you can get in trouble for that. You are not a psychologist. You are just a coach. If you fix certain kind of technical problems, that you fix these kind of technical problems, you do not fix others. And so whatever that might be, you need to be clear on some of those things. So when people first check you out online, they know that when they come to your store, when they come to your church, that you have the answer to what they are looking for. And so keep that in mind when it comes to how you create your presence, how you create your brand, how you do your messaging, how you communicate that, starting all the way back to whatever that first impression is. Whether it's online, whether it's if you're at events. You know, sometimes if I know insurance agents that sponsor a lot of events, they go to events, they put up tents or they put up banners or they give away free things or they do whatever. For some people, that's the first touch point. And so you need to make sure that even in that context, that you're doing everything you can to be clear on who you help, how you help them, what results you promise, what need you're solving, because obviously you're at that event because you felt that that's where your ideal clients will be. And so for churches, it's the same thing. While you wish that your first impressions team was actually the first impressions team, but honestly, they're not. They're actually the second or maybe even the third impressions team, because somebody has made a decision to look at your website, to look at your social media, maybe watch a video, maybe watch a YouTube video. Maybe that's their first impression. The next impression is how they approach the church, the facilities. And so what does that look like? Do you have somebody in the parking lot? Do you have clear signage? And that's the first impressions for you maybe. And so you need to look at all of those. And if you're a store, you need to look at when people walk through your door, how are they greeted? Is it overwhelming? Is it just right? Finding that right fit. I've been to some stores where I walk in and it's immediately, how can I help you? What can, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just want to look. Just give me a couple minutes to walk around the store and then come to me. And what I've seen happen in some of those stores is you walk in the door, how can I help you? Is there anything I can help you with today? What do you need? Blah, 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 blah. And you're just overwhelmed. And so you look around for a little bit and it's like, I want to know more about this. And you can't find anybody. So keep that in mind. And it's really, those touch points are about the customer journey, the congregant's journey, the client's journey, whatever that is. Be very mindful of all those touch points along the way. And that's what I do sometimes with clients is when we're working on their brand, we're looking at the customer journey from as far back as we can look at it, from every possible angle, from every possible touch point. And then we make sure that those things are addressed and those things are consistent with your brand promise. And once you do that, you'll find that you'll have a strong brand that can make a difference, that'll attract the right people, that'll communicate the right way, and get people to actually like you. If they've done their checking online, you've already broken down any barriers, you've broken down any doors, hopefully. If you have great website content or great social media content, hopefully you've broken down some of those barriers. And so when they walk through your door, they're ready to purchase, or if it's a church, they're ready to engage in whatever happens next in that journey. So that's something I wanted to share with you. Hope you guys have liked it. I see a message here. Let me see. Travis Johnson. Let me pop this up. I don't have my glasses on. I shaved. Yes, I did. I did actually shave. I've got a little bit of stubble coming back already. But yes, I did shave, and it feels kind of weird. I got used to stroking my beard, got used to playing with my mustache, got used to having to clean the mustache every time I ate. But I decided to shave that off. And so this is the fresh and clean me. Also felt it made me look really old. So especially since it was gray all over the place. But anyway, glad you noticed, man. Hope you're doing good. Thanks again for having me on your podcast. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll look back at this post later on and answer some of those. Hopefully it's helped you out. If you have any questions, if there's any other ways that I can help you out with your brand journey, getting clarity on your brand, getting creativity on your brand, love to help you out. You guys take care. Have an amazing day. Bye.